Alright, my build is funky. My build is weird. I'm doing some elemental shit. Grabbing these elemental nodes here, those elemental nodes there, there. And I am pairing that with these gloves that split all of my damage from elemental damage into all three types. So therefore, my fireball will freeze, it will shock, and it will ignite. Now, I am pairing that with this Elemental Conflux, which switch between the three elements. But really, I'm too lazy to ever do that. And since all my damage is split, this is just like a 22%, 22 point something percent more damage multiplier, which is okay. In Path of Exile 1, that probably wouldn't be that great, but 22% more damage in Path of Exile 2 is pretty good. Is it 100 Spirit good? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I am testing this in this video. Elemental Invocation. While active, this invocation gains energy when you freeze, shock, or ignite an enemy. Using the invocation, once sufficient energy is gathered, will consume the energy, trigger socket spells, and can trigger them multiple times if it has enough energy. Gain 12 energy per power on enemy you freeze. Gain 3 energy per power on enemy you ignite. Gain 3 energy per power on enemy you shock. 42% increase energy. Maximum energy is 600. And I am pairing that with a Comet, a Spell Echo, and a Capacitor. Capacitor is going to increase the maximum energy. Spell Echo is going to make my Comet cast twice. And if I did the math right, I should get 2 or 3 charges. So I should be able to go up to a boss and hit it with 6 comets immediately. Now the question is, how quickly is this going to charge? If it charges up too slowly, which I think it will, it's going to be bad. Now I haven't tested this out yet. I have not run it. We are going to be having a first with all of us here. So let us try on a T5 map. How many more of these fucking maps do I have to do? Oh my god. Oh my god. 6 more of these sons of bitches. Okay. I'm getting worn out by this game. It's not very fun to progress in this game. They have done everything they can to slow your progression to a crawl. I do not agree with that development mentality. Okay, we're at 18%. That's pretty slow. I'm feeling it. I'm not gonna pick up things. I'm making a video. I need gold, but I don't need it enough to pick it up while in a video. I'll save you guys some time for me selling shit. 47%. Oh, let's hit some firewalls and some frost walls. That's not... the fuck? Sometimes I don't notice how I died, or when I was taking damage. Please tell me how I died there. I wasn't paying close enough attention. I was alive, and then I went... oh my god, I'm about to sell some items to get some of these maps. Disgusting. I was alive, and then I was dead. Fuck it, we'll just run it. I was alive, and then I was dead. I was alive, and then I was dead. I didn't know how I was dead. I knew how I was alive. I was alive because I had health. I was dead... I'm not sure how or why I was dead. The energy shield is pretty useless. It does not charge fast enough, and it's only useful if you put stuff into it. I thought maybe I'd just get a little bit of extra energy shield on my gear and it would be useful, but not really. It's kind of always out. Kind of always out. It is charging pretty low from just these regular guys. I need a lot of blues and a lot of rares. As I get more points into the Atlas, which I barely have like 10, as soon as I get more points into the Atlas, I imagine I'll be able to pump these maps up with more rares and more uniques. Or rares and magic monsters, which give more of a pump to that value of the Elemental Evocation. I haven't need to cast these walls. to get my freeze on. I hate pretty much every map layout in this game. I want my POE 1 maps back. Lesser? I need a greater. I need a greater. %48% is 1 charge. So maybe I only get 2 charges of this bad boy. There's probably better skills in Fireball, but using skills differently is hard in this game because you have to fucking pump up the skill so much. I much prefer the old skill system. Now, I don't really prefer putting them into body armor. I like the way it's on the side, but in terms of... Okay, I do have 3. I don't want to waste it on that guy, because he's almost dead. I want to wait until I get a brand new rare. I'm going to hit a brand new rare with that. So let's hunt down a brand new rare. I had to switch to Vulcan engine, so my frames have taken a pretty massive hit. I was getting some crashes with DX12, some weird, like, element unable to load DX12 error. So I switched, and so far it's been good, but I need to adjust some of my graphical settings in order to, you know, be good. Alright. Oh, those are just blues? I mean, those blues were pretty tough. I probably could have hit them up. I like to use the spells that come with your weapons because it's free. It's mana free. You know what? I'm just gonna not kill those guys and find the elite. You guys are useless. You guys are useless. Where's the elites? You guys are useless. Might as well kill them. They're all grouped together. I was hoping it would pop off. It doesn't pop off until I run away. Oh, is this a boss? Is this feeling like a boss? No, it's a dead end. Those are pretty common in PoE 2. I will use every single map overlay that's gonna help me run these dog shit maps faster. Every single one. I don't care if it's illegal or not. They can ban my... Oh, we got elite. We got an elite. Let's hit them with some firewall, some frost wall. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you are. I mean, it's an elite executor. That's kind of nice. It just executed that elite. And maybe I can use the one that refunds some of the skills. And obviously, I'm only in tier 5, so we have no clue what this is going to do in tier 16 with a build that's actually, like, you know, properly set up and not scuffed together. Don't get me wrong, I've done a lot to gear up. I am pretty heavily over-leveled. I'm 76 at tier 5, and I die a lot, and I lose a ton of experience, so, you know. It's been a bit of a rough experience. Mostly because I have to go to work. Going to work sucks. So I get like, you know, I only get like 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And I can only get like 16 a day on the weekends. And that's if no one bothers me. And I'm always being bothered. Always being bothered. Okay, we have an elite up here. Okay, we don't have an elite up here. I thought we had an elite up here. It says we have an elite up here, but on the big map, we do not have an elite. Another dead end. Fucking Christ, these maps are bad. It's just so little to engage with. Now, if it was like full of treasure chests you can open or something, it would be fine. And these white mobs are pointless. They give no experience. They give no loot. Like, what are they for? They're just annoying. Okay, we need to be... Let's freeze you guys up and let you guys charge me up as much as possible. You are frozen, aren't you? How come you're not giving me any points? Okay, I believe I saw an elite. Nope, the elite vanished. Great. Where did I accidentally kill the elite? God damn it. So the map is complete. I've killed all the elites. And there's not enough freaking elites in this game. I only got to test that out like 3 times. I actually only got to test it out once successfully. It worked, but like that's not a good test. Oh, I'm frozen, guys. And these things are weird. I don't like the slow drift of monsters. Everything in this game is so damn slow. Speed up the monsters coming at me, brah. And the thing is, I don't think they're gonna change. I think it's exactly what they wanted for their game. So I don't think they're gonna change it. Alright, I have 3 comets. I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to rally all these boys together right here. Here we go. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. It took way too long to charge though. I won't be adding this to my build. I am frozen. This is not a skill that's good enough to make it into the cut. It is pretty trash. Takes too long to charge up. And let's get on out of here. There might be a way to trigger it a little bit more gooder, and when we get to the end game, these will have 2 more slots, but for now, I only got a 4 slotter on my fireball because I hit it with a K-Rupt, and that K-Rupt worked well. That's all I wanted to demo. I'll take a look at my gear now. It's in my opinion, it's really good. I'm very proud of it. Spent a lot of time shopping around and crafting this shit. So we got the wand, which is +3 to all skills. I thought I could dual wield wands, but it's not going to let me dual wield wands, which is kind of silly. I probably would have put my efforts towards doing a staff. But it's nice to have this bad boy because he's rounding out my resistances. And this one's pretty good. We got 100% spell damage, 89% increased fire damage, and some other nonsense. The helmet, it's pretty dope. Now, I was going strength but I was needing the dex for this. So I rolled a bunch of my strength gear. I went and sold it, which is great because I sold it for more than I bought them all for. I sold a bunch of my gear and then rebought. So I sold my strength int gear and I rebought dex int and I respec'd all the way through just so I can use this elemental invocation. And it kind of sucks. It's fun because I get to drop bombs on people, and instead of it doing a cast on crit or a cast on ignite, and when I mean cast on ignite, what I actually mean is never cast the spell ever. So instead of doing a never cast a spell ever, it slowly charges up so you get to use it when you want it, which is pretty dope. And I imagine you can use this for single skills. So instead of doing all 3 like I'm doing, because I'm some kind of doofus hipster with these gloves on, you could probably just focus on one of these, like shock. And just focus on shocking people, and that way you can trigger this to blow up bosses. This would be a boss blower upper. But is it going to be better than 60 reservation for other skills? I mean, I just really don't think so. I just do not think so. Is my flame wall really doing more damage than my fireball? I guess I ought to put a damage node instead of a more area of effect node in there, shouldn't I? All right, this was a demonstration of Elemental Invocation in a full elemental build. Now, the idea for the build is to grab all these I probably want to spec out of these. These are great. 30% increased damage against ignited, shocked, and chilled enemies. So my damage ramps up as I give them their ailments, which is pretty dope. And that's the same thing over here. These two give you just elemental damage. I like this guy because increased chance to inflict ailments, and then 30% increased chance to inflict ailments on rare and unique, plus 24% damage on enemies affected by elemental ailments. So those are pretty good. And when you're doing triple elements, you can grab these nodes. And it's not that much of a hit. So you got to divide these by 3. So that's going to be 6, 12, 18. So this really is 6% increased damage and 30% increased chance to ignite. So I have quite a bit of chance to ignite. Freeze buildup, shock buildup. I got some shock magnitude here. This is just 35% increased damage against burning enemies. And I'm burning most enemies. So it's a pretty good little combo. I can use any skill I want. If I don't want to use Fireball, I can use Frost Bolts. I can use anything I want. I tried Ball Lightning, and Ball Lightning is terrible in this game. I don't understand why it's so bad, but good God, that skill sucks. Ball Lightning is terrible. But I'm going to grab these bad boys. I'm going to grab these bad boys eventually to get this Chill Magnitude. And then I'm going to grab all these because I think these are really cool. It's really nice to just dip down in here, and you're going to get, 5% of damage is extra lightning with a 30% increased chance of shock, which is going to help for my whole get up. Then we're going to get 36% increased damage if you crit recently, the past 8 seconds. I don't have the best crit, but I have enough to where I'll be critting it probably once every 8 seconds. So that's just 36% increased damage, which is solid. And I'm very excited for this one for the skill speed, because I tried out Temporal Rift and it is amazing, but it has a cast time to it. Does it even say the cast time? Yeah, a cast time of half a second. And because it has a cast time to it, enemies can interrupt it and stun lock you. So if you try to Temporal Rift to get your energy back and an enemy hits you, it's going to cancel the Temporal Rift. Then you have to wait for the cooldown again, which means you die. So the only way I've really enjoyed Temporal Rift on the whole is if I pair it with the blink skill, because then I'll blink away from enemies, then Temporal Rift to get my energy back. So if I get hurt, I blink out, then I Temporal Rift as an automatic recharge, and then I'm back into mix. And it's pretty dope that way. And most of the time it's fine. Like 95% of the time it's fine. But a skill that's fine 95% of the time is fine 0% of the time. Because you will just get annoyed out of your mind when it doesn't work and you get stun locked and then you die and you're smashing your Temporal Rift button and it's not going off. But the rest of the Chronomancer kit is incredible. Subnautica just made a video. He did the recoup effects. I popped into that a little too early. He's much higher level than I am. I'm only 76. I tried to get that going and it didn't quite work. But it is dope. You can get these recoup effects to happen much faster. And there's another recoup node up here, which has a 25% increased speed. And I'm already kind of in that mix. So I think as I level this up, I'm going to cut out all of these nodes, because that's a lot of travel nodes. Even though I do need all of these int nodes, the attributes in this game are silly. But I do need all of these fucking int nodes. So it's not that much of a waste to path all the way down here to grab that little combo section. But getting rid of that would be that's a lot of points. And then I could scoop up here, grab this recoup, grab this, convert my energy shield to mana, grab this, mind over matter, and then pump up a bunch of energy shield and mana. And I'll end up with like, 3,000, 4,000 mana. I mean, total life 3,000, 4,000 total life, because I'm not gonna grab chaos inoculation because I don't want my life to be 1. So it'll be like 2,000 mana, 2,000 life, split both ways, and it could be pretty dope. Right now, I'm just taking a little bit of mana damage as mana. So that's like 8% reduced damage. There's another node over this way, and the best node is up here. But this area is pretty lame, in my opinion. Unless you're doing like flails, which I haven't even seen in this game. And Pain Attunement is just dumb now. More critical damage bonus when on low life. Because low life is so damn low now, 35%. It's just, to me, it's just not that great. It's just not that great. But if you have a lot of critical damage bonus, it does say 30% more. So I imagine if you have, you know, 1,000 critical strike bonus, it's going to give you 300 critical strike bonus. I doubt you can get to 1,000 in this game, but anywho, that's kind of the plan of what I am building towards. I will be getting rid of this immediately and putting my blink back on, because blink is where it's at. Blink is incredible. Blink. The one thing they need to fix with blink though is blink blinks with AWSD. So if you're hitting the AWSD directions, hold on, maybe I'm being dumb. What's the blink skill? Oh, did they change it? We'll find out. Oh yeah, it still blinks. Looks like if you're not using WASD, it will blink on your mouse. Okay, that's a good compromise. That's good to know. Let's see if I can get like a... I can walk this way, that way, but I can't walk this way. So let's blink. Whoops, that's not blink. But if you're running and you try to, like, look where my mouse is, you won't blink where your mouse cursor is. You'll blink where your AWSD is. But if you're not running, then you can blink where your mouse cursor is. I imagine that in coding, they can probably just swap the priority order and put priority 1 to the mouse. But some people might want to blink in the direction they're running. But for me, it just messes me up over and over and over again. I just want to double check if I finished this. Pretty sure I did. Map complete. We got, yep, map complete. 5 more of those. And I still got to get all the way up to, like, what is it, 15? Oh my god, it's going to take me like 2 weeks to get to end game. Jeez. Alright, that's the video. I don't recommend Elemental Invocation unless you're just being a hipster and you wanna bomb up some bosses, right? If you could do this if you're doing a spark build and your spark is designed to kill the trash mobs, and that spark build will charge this up, and then you drop your meteors. Or if you're doing pure lightning, you can do lightning conduit. But for the most part, it's too much hassle, right? And when you go into town, it cancels it out. And I go to town whenever my inventory is full, because, you know, I still only have 117,000 gold, and I pick up everything and sell it. Anywho, that's all. I will talk to you later.